look, it was nice to have the three of us back because we did all serve together on the HS2 hybrid bill brackets, crew to Manchester, close brackets, select committee, of which I was ably chaired by myself. And we spent a lot of time together listening to some very interesting arguments around the hair-like cask salt deposits of Cheshire,
The salt plains.
the salt plains, which I will forevermore be thankful and grateful for, mainly because I was getting paid to be the chair of the committee, whereas Antony and Holly, because they were just good friends of mine, agreed to come and serve on it because nobody else would. And we actually had fun, right? It was fun. It was great times. But
it was spend some time. It was good to spend time with Antony. I always enjoyed spending time with Antony, who really brought a sense of professionalism and class to the committee.
And I think, Holly, I've got to say, you've chaired this podcast so well. I almost wish you'd been chairing the committee.
We often used to talk about how I should be chairing the committee.
You'd have got more respect. Me. Do you remember when I used to tell people to stop talking and they just carry on talking?
Yeah, good times, good times. Nothing
I'd be like, no, you're
changed.
over your time. Instead of just ignore me. And you two would text me saying, nobody respects you. The clerks don't respect you. HS2 don't respect you. The members of the public
don't respect you.
It really made me feel great in the chair. But
yeah, I'm sure it did.
I hope they're all listening to this podcast, nodding along.
Nodding along, yeah. Because I would literally get these messages from you saying, like, they've just ignored you. They're not listening to you. They don't respect you either. And I'm reading to the chair while going, yes. Anyway, I think I have asked you to bring your comments to a close. But anyway, look, it's like getting the band back together because it was 2 years ago nearly since we were on that, 18 months, whatever. But the thing I think about when I look at the three of us is how ageless we are. Because I think in many ways we look better than when we were on that committee together. So
Antony's aging backwards. I want to know what's happening for Antony.
Healthier and better than when we were all in Parliament together. So I think being an MP is very bad for your health, right? That's the one thing we could all agree on.
I did have a running tally whilst I was walking around the conference of how many times people told me I looked amazing.
Oh, so
and I think you texted me almost every one of those times to tell me, Antony. So thank you for that.
You also sent us pictures of yourself at conference, which were pictures just of you, which is like, that's your way of saying, hey, I've lost however many pounds, but look at me.
I think one of the ones I sent you was me with a tractor, which obviously we will remember the symbolic importance of tractors in politics.
Yes. Be careful. Somebody needs to go and Google that now, right? Searching.
Yeah, we won't go any further. We will go no further with that.
You know, let's just say the tractor that our colleague was searching that got him in trouble and had forced him to resign from Parliament was called a Dominator. And it brought up all sorts of other... People can go and Google that. This is the thing when I explain to Canadians, like, you just don't... In politics, like, it's just... Nothing quite hits like British politics, right? Because it's like...
And for the avoidance of doubt, I'm not that colleague.
No, you were not the colleague who was accidentally Google searching Dominator tractors, which brought up different sorts of images, which then resulted in you having to resign from Parliament. Anyway, on that bombshell, Antony, it's been lovely having you.
Thanks very much.
It's been lovely having the band back together. The three of us do meet up regularly still, which is always very nice. But this was an added joy because having you as our roving reporter meant that Holly and I didn't have to endure the horror or pain of going to conference. So thank you for that.
Yeah. It's a sacrifice I was willing to make.